Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So summer sale is on, and well, let's be fair, it's actually a very good sale. In total I think you can get like 6-7 rank 5 champions, but there are obviously some things to discuss. So there is a web track, so I'll gain my 12 free points. We'll see, I'll probably get to some of these crystals for free. But as you can see, I'm not been whaling. I did spend some units, by the way. But the web track, the first notable thing is web track goes up to $1,000. I am sorry, but nah, man. I have played this game long enough to remember when these maxed out at like 400 or 500. And I don't know about the rest of you, but just nah. Like, that is not the type of cash I am willing to even consider spending on this game and the company that runs it. I think that is also like one of the big things, because like, first of all, Kabam has kind of conditioned everybody that to a point where it is perfectly normal to drop like, hundreds of dollars in these sales. And it really isn't. If you think about it, not even 1,000, $500, you can buy like a PS5. $500 can, get you a great solid amount of things. $500, it can be a nice little kind of like trip somewhere. Not like a massive one, but, still something. $500 can, it's my food budget for a month, basically. So close to that. Let alone 1,000. So, whilst I am happy for all the people that play this game that has huge amount of disposable income, at this stage in my life, at this point in my relationship with Kabam, perhaps as well, or just, having grown older and wiser and a bit more mature, like, what's the best way to put it? Even if somebody donated $1,000 to my channel right now and told me, like, do what you want with it, I wouldn't spend 1,000 on this. A couple hundred of free cash, maybe, but even that is like, significant amount of money. Other than that, the notable milestones obviously here are the notable milestones here would be Spider-Ham Ascension token, $200. So you get A1 Piggy for 200. You get Archangel here at $312. You get a Greater Empowered Nexus Crystal for $400. More Ascension tokens there, and then we have like Tier 5 Alphas and some 6 stones and some more Greater Empowered Nexus Crystals, which are great. I'd love to get them myself, but I'm not paying like $900 for them. So let's take a look at the offers themselves. I think Odins are good value. I think 1.5 Tier 5 Alphas, so 2 Odins is rank 5, which again is great. But I think one of the problems here is it's the Ascension, man. Like, I have been sitting on a rank 5 option. Like, I have the like 3.5 Tier 5 Catalyst, and I can't decide who to rank up forever, because you're kind of supposed to be ranking up these Ascended champions, and if you're playing in the bigger alliances especially. So I don't know, I just kind of feel that rank 5 has been drastically devalued in my eyes due to Ascension, if that makes sense. And I know that rank 5s will come at some point. Would I want more of them now? Yeah, sure. But I just don't view them as important anymore because of Ascension. Because number one, you're kind of ranking up the Ascended champions only. And then, the random champions that you ascend effectively mimic the power of a rank 5 as is. So I don't know, I think Kabam has done something very weird with the game, where because Ascension exists and because of way it has been rolled out and because of Prestige 30 and because of the multi change that they have made to the game, I am just not that fussed to get to rank 5. I really am not. I think it's cool. I think these offers are good, but do I feel like I'm missing out a ton? I mean, I will be, this one sale can give people as many rank 5s, if not more, than I have right now. But that just I'm not there in the stress levels anymore. And part of it is definitely Ascension. And then the rest of the packs are kind of, I don't know. I'm not that impressed with the rest of them. I think the Peter Parker wallet is nice, by the way, because you get like 5 of these crystals, you get some of the class tokens plus the units. I think that's a nice little add-on for a $5. Tier 7 basics, tier 4 alphas. Again, these are kind of just coming, at a reasonable pace anyways. It's not the resource that I would be willing to drop cash anymore. 2 to 3 gem, again, it's not hyper impressive because right now, because Ascension exists, like there are 2 resources that you kind of care about. Ascension, crystals and whatnot, and tier 5 alphas. And then we have like a 7-star rank 3 to 4 gem, which is, again, it's fine, but having 80 rank 4s or something, or having 50 rank 4s, spending $50 with the idea of getting a rank 4, again, I'm not there. I'm not with it. Overall, again, if you do have disposable income, definitely go for the Odins, by far and away the best value there. And now let's switch to the game and see what's happening there. Because we do have these 4 tiered offers, as you can see here. You do need to buy each of the tier 1, 2, and 3 at the very least to get to tier 4, and then you can buy like 2 of the tier 4 offers and set limits of other ones. So with the tier 1 offers here, there's again, if you have to pick something, take 86 stones. Take 46 stones here, take 46 stones here. I think that is the best option overall. But it's not great. It's 1,000 units. Then the next one is 2,000 units. It gives you 15k tier 5 alpha frags. And what do you pick here? I think for most people, it will be the 7-star awakening gem, right? And probably the 66 stones. Again, the rest of the stuff is again nothing, that desirable that you'd normally want to spend units on, in my opinion. And then it starts getting interesting from tier 3, because there you can effectively hunt a champion. There is a rare champion selector where you can get your Torch and Red Guardian and Nick Fury or Tigra or Fam if you don't have it. So that's if you don't have any of those champions, I think it's kind of like not a bad idea to pick them up. Then we have 2024 champion selector in case you're missing any of those. And we have one more here where we have the 7-star glorious champions, which I think most of us, well, if you have played the game for a while, you will have. We have 7-star launch pool selector and 7-star 2023 champion selector. So you can hunt some of the champions that you might not have, which again, I think is kind of cool. And then the bottom one, again, there's just nothing kind of like too alluring, but you do get greater empowered crystal for this. And then we have tier 4. Tier 4 is obviously the juicy one. The tier 4 is crazy good, actually, because if you do have the units, I highly recommend picking this up, because if you do get this twice, you get 2 rank 4 to 5 gems, effectively, random class ones. And you can also get 5 tier 5 alphas then, because like one of these has like 2.5 tier 5 alphas, which is nearly a rank 5. So these 2 offers effectively get you, what, 3.5 rank 4s, which is a lot immediately. Again, if you buy a couple of Odins, it's 4.5. So you can get a ton of rank 5s here. Other than that, we obviously have the Empower Nexus Crystal, which is also great. 2025 champion selector. If you're hunting any of the 2025 champions, that is very good, but you do have to say goodbye to 2 tier 5 alphas, so consider that cost. And unfortunately, there's no Solvark here. I know quite a few people have asked about it, but there is no Solvark here. And those are the deals. Obviously, there is the track as well, where I need to get to. And in the summer sale tracker, you need to spend 20,000 units to get that Archangel, which I think is like a solid milestone, which is like better than, previous ones used to be. 13,000 units to get A1 on Piggy, which again, would be a good kind of milestone to reach there. And there we are. 26,000 units is the max. milestone, which is a lower unit-wise spend, which I can't even tell if it's a good or a bad thing, considering that the track goes up to $1,000, and Kabam is trying to milk this in hard. Ultimately, I will tell what I always say is, like, do not spend money that you don't have. If you do have disposable income, obviously feel free to buy whatever you want. Again, as I said, I think the Odin is the best offer. And getting to that 13k unit spend milestone, or getting to the first piggy milestone here, I think could be, spending $200, I think is a quite solid idea if you're going to be spending, and if you do have the money to spend. I think $200 gets you A1 on piggy, and past that, I think it's kind of diminishing returns. 312 for Archangel. Overall, though, despite the sale being good, and let me make this clear, I do think Kabam did a fine job here with the sale itself. I also think that, again, it's definitely my relationship with the game has changed, because, again, after Ascension, after Prestige 30, after CCP drops thing, I have just kind of, went to a mode where I take this game a lot more kind of like easy and casual. And now that I have taken a bit of a step back, it is I think Kabam has devalued their own resources. I really do, because they sell so much stuff that it is impossible. Even if you whale out the $1,000, you're still not going to be close to the whale account size. And that is one thing. The second thing is all of the research, because it's so fragmented, because there's so many things. There's like relic things, there's ascension things, there's hunting for the new champions, there's the rank 5s. All of that stuff, it in essence has kind of made everything less valuable or desirable. Like when we had like one thing then we were chasing as a top tier progression type of, catalyst or something, it was much easier to kind of like assign value in it in your head. I'm gonna have another rank 5 champion or rank 5 6 or something. But now that there's the ascension, there's the rank ups, there's again the relics, there's everything else, all of it all of a sudden seems kind of like more pointless a bit, or less valuable at the very least. And Kabam, because Kabam's clearly selling here 4 different aspects, or 4 different points of the games. Like number 1 is the new exclusive champions like Archangel and Ascension and Piggy. That's kind of like the exclusivity sale of the champion. Then they're selling a ton of rank 5 materials, which again you can get like 6, 7 new rank 5s, which is a lot. Again, more than I have right now. And that's another point that they're trying to sell to you. And then there's the greater empowered Nexus crystals and the rest of the ascension items, which again is another point where the sale goes. And then there are all the peripherals. English not my strong suit, where you have the 6 stones, you have like the rest of the catalysts, you have like the filler stuff, some of the relic stuff and whatnot, and all of that is meant to kind of like give you some value, like again that that rainbowness of some champions and something. So them focusing so much on like so many different things that they are selling you, at least to me, kind of devalues each individual things. If Ascension didn't exist, I'd be much more inclined to chase rank 5s. If rank 5s didn't exist, I'd be much more inclined to chase the ascendable champions and stuff like that. So I don't know where you guys are at on spending. And again, I think there's absolutely nothing wrong on spending money on the game that you enjoy playing if you have the money. For me, life's hard enough. I have plenty of other expenses. I have family to take care of. We have like, quite tense situations to begin with. And to me, it just doesn't quite seem worth it. Even if I think the sale's good. I was like, would I like, a couple more rank 5s? Because, spend $200 to get 3 rank 5s, something like that. Would I like that? Yeah, sure, for me. Why not? Do I want to spend $200 now? Like with all the expenses coming up? Nope. It's like, not really. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the next